FBI Director Christopher Wray will step down before Donald Trump takes office after the president-elect announced that he intends to replace Wray with a longtime critic of the Bureau. Chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce has the story. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, George. Well, this morning, Donald Trump is celebrating Christopher Wray's resignation after he left him little choice. Trump had already announced plans to replace Wray, forcing him to resign or be fired. This morning, FBI Director Christopher Wray is stepping down before Donald Trump takes office, saying he's walking away for the good of the Bureau.
This is the best way to avoid dragging the Bureau deeper into the fray while reinforcing the values and principles that are so important in how we do our work.
Trump himself named Wray, a Republican, to the job in 2017, saying he would be a fierce guardian of the law and a model of integrity. But Trump turned on him after the FBI launched investigations into his efforts to overturn the 2020 election and his handling of classified documents. Furious that Wray authorized a court-approved search on his Mar-a-Lago residence after Trump refused to comply with a subpoena. Agents finding documents piled in a storage room, the ballroom, and even a bathroom.
He invaded Mar-a-Lago. I'm very unhappy with the things he's done.
Trump accusing the agency of becoming politicized, but Wray's FBI also investigated President Biden over his handling of classified documents after he left the vice presidency. Wray seeing the writing on the wall after Trump named someone else to replace him, Trump loyalist Kash Patel. Wray now leaving more than 2 years before his term was set to end.
This is not easy for me. I love this place.
Patel is a hardliner who has vowed to go after Trump's opponents.
We're going to come after you. Whether it's criminally or civilly, we'll figure that out.
He's already been making the rounds on the Hill, hoping to win over support to be confirmed.
Mr. Patel, Christopher Wray just announced he's resigning. What's your reaction?
We look forward to a very smooth transition, and I'll be ready to go on day.
Are you going to be seeking retribution against Donald Trump's political opponents, sir?
Now, Democrats this morning are sounding the alarm. FBI directors serve 10-year terms in part to avoid presidents being able to politicize the role. And Democrats are deeply concerned now about the independence of the FBI, especially after Donald Trump fired his first FBI director, James Comey, for not being loyal enough, and now is forcing Wray to resign. Rebecca?
Well, and Mary, Trump's now picked a loyalist and an election denier as next director of the Voice of America.
Rebecca, he has. Kari Lake is a former local TV anchor turned staunch election denier. She spread misinformation about the 2020 election, and she ran and lost Senate and governor races in Arizona. She's also viciously attacked the press, despite being a former reporter herself. Now, Donald Trump has been criticized in the past for trying to turn Voice of America, a federally funded outlet, into a pro-Trump news service, and he did in his announcement hint that Lake, a loyalist, could help reshape its coverage. And just now, moments ago, we were also learning some unusual news about the Trump inauguration. His team saying that Donald Trump has now invited Chinese President Xi Jinping to attend Trump's inauguration. The incoming press secretary for Donald Trump saying this is an example of Trump creating an open dialogue with leaders of countries that are not just our allies, but our adversaries and competitors, too. Guys?
Well, it'll be interesting to see China's response. Thank you, Mary.